Hey everybody, it's me, Gypsy, here at Smallwood Homestead. And for those of you who have been regular watchers of mine, thank you for being patient with me. I've not been very diligent about getting videos up. Hopefully that will change soon. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Take a look at some of my playlists because I've got a wide variety of things. Pardon me, my nose itches. And yeah, just take a look around. It's been a long time since I've gotten to talk to you all. And as you can see, I have a new hairstyle. My daughter actually dyed my hair for me to cheer me up because I was on bed rest for so long and I was just getting really depressed. And now, uh, for those of you who don't know, I live in Southern Illinois in the United States, and I'm actually closer to Missouri. I'm closer to Missouri than I am to Chicago. I'm closer to St. Louis, let's say. I'm closer to St. Louis than I am Chicago. So that should give you an idea kind of geographically of where I'm located in Southern Illinois. And Governor Pritzker, sorry, has basically put our state on house arrest, more or less. We are not to do any unnecessary traveling within our state. He's advised everyone that, of course, going to the doctor, going to the grocery store, things like that, of course, are acceptable. However, he recommends that no one gather together in crowds or groups to help alleviate some of the risk for COVID-19, the coronavirus. And I actually am at risk. I'm in the risk group because I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which puts me at risk. I also have asthma, which puts me at risk. And I just got over in February, so last month, I just got over having RSV and pneumonia. So my butt has been staying right here on the couch in my house. I go outside to get the mail and I come in, and that's pretty much it. I go outside to scoop the litter in the cat run. If it's a really nice day, like a few days ago, we had 72-degree weather. It was beautiful outside. So I went for a little walk in my yard just to get some fresh air. Today, it's 40. So I'm staying inside. If I do have to go anywhere, like the doctor's office, I do have a mask. It's just a cotton mask, but it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I hope that wherever you are dealing with this pandemic as best as you can. I hope that all of you are healthy. I hope that your family members are healthy. For those of you who are working on the front lines as first responders and pharmacy techs and respiratory therapists and nurses and doctors, thank you. Thank you so much for your service. For those of you who are delivery drivers and who work at Walmart and work at grocery stores and who are mail people, thank you. Thank you so much for risking your health to provide services to people like me. Because to be honest, right now with me being at risk and not going out and staying in my house, I'm very limited on what kinds of contact I have. And because I live in the middle of the woods, for those of you who don't know, I live on 12 acres, literally in the middle of the woods, and my internet goes out often. My power goes out often, so I have solar light bulbs and things like that. And I suffer with depression and PTSD, and so long periods of time of me being alone is not necessarily a good thing. So I've been trying to deal with that. To give you all a little bit of a health update, I've been put on another medication for my fibromyalgia because when I got sick at Halloween, and I was literally sick from Halloween until February, until like the second week of February. I was sick that whole time. I was on bed rest. It was awful, but during that time, because I was so sick and my immune system got really messed up, my fibromyalgia just kind of started to where I was, excuse me, I was flaring literally every other day. And so I went back to my doctor and she put me on some medication, which it's a medication that I don't like. It does work, but it also has a high addiction rate, and I don't like that. I was on it once before. I had taken it for 7 years, and I was on a very, very, very high dose, and it took me a year to get off of it. But my doctor said that we're starting with the low dose because I haven't taken it in 4 years. So we're starting with the low dose, and if I get to a certain number of milligrams, I'm to call her and she will put me on something else so that it doesn't happen again to where I have to basically step down, step down, step down, step down, step down, step down, step down to get off of it. It'll be easier to switch it out for another medication. Let's see. Oh, I have a lawyer now for my disability claim because I did get denied the first time that I filed for disability. So that is still in the works. I'm currently unemployed. However, I've had some lovely friends who, well, they needed services that I had or that I could do, skills that I could do, and they were nice enough to pay me for them. So I've been doing sewing, I've been doing mending, I've been doing crocheting to mend crocheted Afghans. I did alterations for a friend of mine and she paid me very nicely for that. So, you know, I've been working that way. My son has been taking care of my bills for me, bless his heart. His factory is not on, well, his department in his factory is not on lockdown as yet. My son-in-law's department in the same factory is on lockdown, so he got sent home. My son-in-law is also in the National Guard, so he's on alert. He's a medic, so he may be asked to join his unit and provide medical services for people dealing with the COVID-19. So, update on my grandson, Jaden. He's home. For those of you who don't know, my grandson, Jaden, is almost 2. He was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which is literally half a heart. He's had 3 open heart surgeries so far, a tracheotomy and a G-tube inserted. However, now he's home and he's almost walking. He's crawling. He's trying to talk. He's learned sign language. He knows how to say more, and this is dad, and I think this is mom. And I don't know all the signs yet. I'm going to be learning them. But he and his older brother, Jesse is now 4, get along really great. They play, and oh my gosh, I'm just so proud of those 2. And I'm so proud of my daughter and her husband. I mean, the way they're raising them, it's awesome. They're good kids. And Jesse is actually going to come spend the night with me tomorrow night. So I'm so excited about that, to give his mom and dad a little bit of a break and to give him a break too. Because, you know, being a 4-year-old stuck inside, can't go anywhere, especially with my grandson Jaden, he literally cannot leave the house right now because if I'm here at risk, Jaden is like way up here at risk of getting COVID-19. So, yeah, he can't go anywhere. So I told my daughter, so, well, let me take Jesse for a day or so, you know, give you all a break. And so Jesse and I are going to make colored eggs. Even though it's not Easter yet, I figured that would be a fun activity for him to do. We did it last year and he had a really good time, and he may not even remember that we did it last year. So I think it'll be fun. And we might do some coloring pictures and some paintings and stuff like that too. So I'm really excited to have my grandson over. Let's see. Oh, next week I will be seeing an immunologist again, because I was so sick for so long, my body just now seems to catch anything. Um, so I actually had to make sure that Jesse didn't have a cold actually when I offered to take him, because I'm like, I can't afford to catch anything right now. My doctor's already told me if I catch anything else, I'll be put in the hospital. So trying to stay as healthy as possible. I'm taking my zinc, my vitamin C, my vitamin E, um, everything. So, yeah, I, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, we're gonna play. We're gonna have a lot of fun, Jesse and I. It's gonna be so much fun. And next week, yes, I'm seeing the immunologist. I saw an immunologist about 25, 30 years ago, because I had a period where I literally got a sinus infection every month for a full year. And so they sent me to an immunologist, and I had to get these shots for a year. And I also had to take iron and vitamin D. And I did, like I said, I got shots for a year. And so I'm thinking that's probably what the direction is going to be when I go to the immunologist next week, to try and build my immune system back up. I'm feeling pretty good, right now, as my regular followers, watchers know. I have fibromyalgia, so I have chronic pain. Um, my pain level today is actually about a 4, which is my normal. That's my baseline, is a level 4. Um, but I'm also taking it easy today. Yesterday I did a whole bunch of stuff. I did like a big giant thing of laundry, and I did my dishes, and I slept, and I also have been taking care of my cats. I have 4, for those of you who don't know. So, today I thought I would take it easy and rest. Another reason for doing that is last week, my cousin committed suicide. And today, which is Saturday, the 21st, I think, today is his memorial. And I can't go because it's in another state. But that was kind of hard to deal with, because he was only 2 months older than me, and I didn't know anything was going on. I hadn't talked to him in about 4 years. The last time I spoke with him, it was not a good encounter. Let's just say it that way. He had a habit of self-medicating, and yeah. So, okay, now that we've taken a depressing pause, let's get back to good things. So, I know that a lot of you have children and have to stay at home with them, and homeschool them pretty much, or you can unschool them, which is something else that I kind of like, especially during breaks like this. When my kids would have Christmas break or spring break or whatever, we would do unschooling, which means we would do things like take a walk outside and point out all the different types of leaves. Now, that's still schooling, that's still teaching them, but it's not in a structured format to where it seems really rigid. Kids will still learn. If you say, hey, can you find 5 different kinds of leaves in the yard and bring them to mommy, or bring them to daddy, or grandma or grandpa, or whomever, auntie, uncle, that's still learning, because they have to cognitively be engaged to look for 5 different things. And to look for 5 different things, it shows them how to pay attention to details, and it's fun, because younger kids, it's nice if you can go walking through the yard and be outside, something like that. If you aren't able to get outside, maybe you could have them sit in front of the window and say, okay, how many different birds can you find? Because I know, like with my window right now, I've had chickadees, and I've had nuthatches, and I've had robins, and I've had cardinals, and I've had blue jays, and I've had woodpeckers already. this spring that I have seen. So, you know, give them like a time limit. Okay, sit here for 10 minutes and tell me how many birds you can see in 10 minutes. And draw a picture of them. Well, there you go. You know, it uses a lot of skills to be able to watch the birds, count the birds. There you go, number skills. Count the birds, draw a picture of the birds. That is recollection, that is art. You know, and then to be able to draw the birds and color the birds, you know, that's a motor skills function. So, yeah, it'd be fun. I think it'd be great. Oh, sorry, my kitten Tabitha just like jumped out of the box she was in, and now she's, what are you looking at? Must be a spider or a fly. She's going crazy over. Silly girl. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what else I can tell you guys. I feel really bad that I haven't kept up my channel. But as you know, real life happens. And my channel is something I do for fun. It's not a job. And I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it fun and lighthearted and happy. And, you know, I love talking with you all. I'm planning on doing some more roomy readings. And I may do some more children's stories. I haven't decided yet. I really don't know what direction I should take the channel, if I should change anything. I mean, because with me, I'm all over the place, and I know I'm all over the place. I have a lot of different interests, and that's why I have all the different playlists. But I know that some channels, you know, they only focus on one thing. But again, like I said, this isn't for money. This is for love. I love doing this. So I think this is probably a long enough video for now to catch you all up to date. I hope that you're all washing your hands. Don't touch your face. Stay at home. If you're able to, stay at home. If you're not able to, please take protection. Hand sanitizer, wipes, mask. Don't touch your face. Keep 6 feet away from each other, you know. Tap shoes, not hands, all that good stuff. Hopefully I will be talking to you again really soon. And I love you all. Stay healthy. I'll talk to you later. Namaste.